Peace. I would make this a thing fast, but I'm not. But matter of fact, happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. All we have is the moment right now. But I want to speak on, how to shake back from the turn up. you know, uh, part of being God is being, we have a higher nature and a lower nature. We have a positive polarity, we have a negative polarity. But both of those polarities make, the full thing, two sides, but it's one coin, you know. And with that being said, sometimes we may still enjoy ourselves, you know, in a manner that's closer to our lower nature. And what I'm speaking to is like drinking, drinking alcohol. As a matter of fact, alcohol is spirits, you know what I'm saying? Opening your body up to spirits. And you definitely, want to be aware of that and be careful with dealing with that situation. Now, for one, dealing with, if you're going to, and it's the thing too, if you're going to do that. Some of us, just graduated fully from even dealing with that just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But for those of us who, may die, because again, I consider, like, I don't drink anymore, but it's, certain situations, and then two, because I'm, this full moon in Taurus coming, and we breaking out of, rigid routines that no longer serve us, and, I was feeling like I was being a little too rigid on, the way I step out and enjoy myself, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that, tailgating for an LSU game is going to be my every, or a college game in general, because I won't be always in Louisiana, but, that's not like my, all right, that's what I'm about to do every weekend type of vibe. But, just to, again, to break out of that rigidness, it was, and it's definitely therapy for me, and learning how to balance, because this morning after my little night, in fact, went to Buffalo Wild Wings, had a little beer, and just vibe, woke up this morning and made sure I meditate, and that's another thing I wanted to add. So after having a night like that, I want to share some things that could really, make sure, you quote unquote shake back, in the most healthy manner. One way is you can go check out again to see the full video, but like the organ healing breathing technique and visualization technique and sound technique, all of that. But basically, matter of fact, I think if you type in universal frequencies organ healing, ORGAN, matter of fact, because organ, like the piano, like the organ, makes noises, our different organs, you know what I'm saying, as above so below, you know, make music as well, and have different sounds that heal them, And the one for the liver, as a matter of fact, I spoke about, for the smokers, they want to do the breathing, or the noise, because that correlates with healing the lungs. Matter of fact, and as you making that, you want to envision a white light around the lung area, But drinking alcohol, that damages the liver. We know that the liver is the detoxifier of the body. That's why these prescription companies, pushing this poison is aimed at, hurting your liver first and foremost, because, if it hurts your detoxifying system, and they telling you this is something healthy. So in essence, you brainwash under thinking like, well, I gotta take this, this medicine. So as it's damaging your liver, oh, well, we come to find out, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, something else seems like it's not operating right, or this and that, because, your liver gonna start to mess up from taking whatever medicine it is drying up your liver, literally. And now you gotta take this medicine, Miss So-and-so, Mr. So-and-so. Now you gotta take this. Oh, now your blood pressure moving too slow. You might have to take this. The side effects is bleeding from the ass, diarrhea, your eyeball might fall out. Your genitals might start itching. Your nose might start bleeding, this and that, but it does help a little bit with this. It's like, I don't know. Let's put that on the Libra scale and see how that weighs out. But anyway, back to the point. So after the night, of, dealing with the alcohol, the spirits, you could do the visualization and breathing technique, for the liver. Now again, go check out that full video, because when detoxifying our body in general, we want to detoxify the body fully, because say for instance we just detoxify the liver, then those toxins from the liver could leak into other places, and then we have to detox some other places as well, But for something just as simple, any and all things help. So doing this exercise is better than not doing this exercise. So, but you do want to be aware of that, you know what I'm saying? But, so, it's the simple breathing in. For the liver, you're making like, how in school they tell it, shh. Like in the library. But you want to, make that shh noise, and envision a light, a green light within the liver area. And say, for instance, your stomach is on your left side, and your liver is on the right side. So, so you could really visualize where it's at and really envision it and make that shh, and that's going to help cleanse the liver. Now, another thing, too, is working with high vibrational crystals, the day after, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, now I'm starting to, it's feeling like I never even, drunk a beer or nothing yesterday. I'm getting back into that light mode of, like, like, again, like now it's the vibrate. None of that yesterday don't even exist no more. But, I mean, of course, not to say like I had the experience and I'm trying to forget it, but it's right now. But working with high vibrational crystals, like a dambarite or a petalite, and two crystals that's more so closer to the angelic realm, like a celestite. Celestite is like a more crystalline version of angelite, but also angelite, selenite, whether it's regular selenite or in the form of a desert rose, kunzite, dambarite, petalite. But crystals, that create a connection, with high vibrational, light energy, because, from drinking alcohol, not only you're open to, different negative ancestral spirits, but just, you open to the energies around you as well. It's all kind of little things trying to, when we drinking alcohol, again, we opening our body to different spirits, and it's not just the spirits that, resonate, with our body suit and with our energy zone, but, other people got little spirits they dealing with too, and, you open to those little spirits jumping into your little auric field and trying to, get into your consciousness as well. So, dealing with those crystals will help, to keep your energy closer to that, that angelic higher vibe, And you see where the balance come in. Again, we're working with crystals, and like, with the shaman, it's like, the shaman, dealing with people, stuff like that. But, don't want to fall victim to, to the lower vibrations. You connecting with the people, but not falling victim to those lower vibrations. So you got to keep yourself, keep you some scuba gear to dive into the water. You feel me? And also working with ocean jasper, bloodstone, and shungite. Those three crystals, and I did a video about those crystals by themselves. You could go check out that video I did. Matter of fact, I got the crystal, what it is, crystal vibrations. I always forget the name of mine, but I got a crystal playlist with over 90 videos on crystals that you might want to check out. But the ocean jasper, bloodstone, and shungite is great for detoxifying the body. Like that's like my favorite little combination to use to like cleanse and detoxify, to get all that alcohol, all that negative energy, out of you. And whether you're just working with the crystals in general, or you could take a bath with them, Matter of fact, again, I got a video on that, so I'm not gonna go too in depth. But just a few little things, in order for you to balance yourself in between the realms, like Papa Legba walking with that limp because he in between the physical realm and the non-physical realm, You gotta, you gotta a certain, because that's what these divination things, like a little talisman and stuff like that, is for us to do, to do the work. Of course, it's cool for us to like to collect crystals and I just love the way crystals look and just like sitting with them and this and that. Fuck people, but I like I mean, to each his own on your vibe, but we do want to, connect with each other, to the best of our abilities, without harming each other, making sure it's a mutual exchange of energy as much as possible. But, the whole reason why they, promoting transhumanism and these cell phones and stuff like that is because they're trying to get everybody to disconnect from each other. And with this new age, this new age spiritual movement is like kind of stern on that vibe of like, if somebody's not vibrating exactly like you just got to leave them completely alone. You know what I'm saying? Again, there is some facts to that. You don't want to hold yourself around no vibration that no longer serves you, but you also don't want to just write off, people just like forever and ever, just like, oh, I just, it's like, it's a balance in that area, again, because getting you to just cut off your family and this and that and just have you wandering around by yourself with no connection to nobody in essence, and when they do want you to be in a group, it's not dealing with, your ancestors or family in essence. Just want you to just go to some little drum circle or this and that. And again, ain't nothing wrong with drum circles, but knowing what I know now, that now I could speak on it without no speculation, with the Tavistock Institute having, promoting Grateful Dead and Beatles and promoting the LSD, promoting the hippie vibe, promoting, mind control and social engineering and all that, So that's why for myself, it's like I always felt some kind of way about that new age movement, and like, why I always been kind of standoffish when people invite me to these little group meditations and, little yoga studios. It's like I could feel the vibe of, almost like gentrification or, racism on a spiritual level. You could feel it. And even though, and that's what a DMT trip taught me, like no matter how peaceful a person may present themselves, the energy of the ill intent behind feel just as strong as if they presented themselves as a serial killer who obviously looked like they was going to kill you, but like you could feel that strong vibe of the unrighteousness, even even with the smile and the hug and the that whole little vibe. To each his own. Not knocking nobody on their growth, but do want to speak on obvious facts. And I say obvious because it wasn't obvious at first to me, but now I'm knowing about the, matter of fact, Tavistock, Tavistock, Tavistock Institute. The Beatles and Grateful Dead had a shadow manager, that was from Tavistock, promoting every song they did. Everything was about social engineering people into being comfortable, with let's take acid. Go watch Wormwood on Netflix, where the government shows that it was using LSD for mind control and MK Ultra. And with that research, you could go look at Tavistock Institute and see that these people promoted the Beatles and Grateful Dead. So a lot of us who are always wondering, like, why, I don't see why people like, oh, the Beatles, oh, the Grateful Dead, As a matter of fact, like, I fuck with a few Beatles songs. I'm not gonna stunt. whether they social engineer me, and I know it's not social engineering. Well, to the extent where, of course, they made sure they may have made sure the tune and the vibe resonates with people, you know, uh, but yeah, a lot of us like, I wonder why they got this big, why none of my family told me about these people. Why my mama not like, and two, you start to see where it's not no racial thing for us to be against each other or hate each other, but you do see, you know, uh, where we may be different culturally, and just because of that, don't mean we should hate each other. But because seeing that, hey, that my mama, raised me in a way that is beneficial to my soul. Because here it is that she wasn't no Beatles head or no ungrateful dead person. So I didn't get hit with that brainwashing, so to speak. You know, and again, to each his own on your journey. If your parents did introduce you to that, but you know better than being mind controlled and being under MK Ultra. You're not trying to vibe with that. Then you have that choice to back away right now. We pick these situations anyway with our parents, and all the things that's going on around us. We knew what time it was before we came down here. But just definitely want to share, again, just how to shake back after sipping a few little spirits. Want to make sure the energy is cleansed. In fact, got a little desert rose right here. You can't see it, but peace, happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Now's the time to be balanced. Now's the time to use discernment, to see what aspects of the New Age spiritual movement that, your soul been telling you that it's some psyop operation and not true spirituality, like getting into the realness of the information. The Greek and Romans wasn't the first people to start dealing with spirituality. So why start from there? To each his own if that's your culture and what you were taught, but to find deeper information, you must go deeper. Or indirectly, and now this is where it's getting to, so that's why I'm saying it. Or it's gonna get to the point where we're gonna have no choice but to look at you as a racist. And when I say look at you as a racist, not meaning, oh, we gotta get him, this and that. It's just like, all right, well, I can't deal with you. I won't deal with you. I fuck with you then, because obviously you don't want to deal. You don't want to go deeper into the information, and whether it's out of ignorance or or being racist or whatever. But something is not allowing for you to go deeper into information that's an obvious, that's obvious fact, or that's going to get more into a deeper understanding. So I'm not dealing with those people. People that act like Plato was the first person to ever exist and this and that. Is like, whether through ignorance or or purposely, I'm not dealing with that. Because matter of fact, especially if I share the truth and be like, well, Plato wasn't the first. What I'm saying. With this information, it trickles down from somewhere else. If that person has a hard time dealing with the fact that stuff existed before, and I know what it is. And that don't mean I hate them. That don't mean it's just I know better. I love myself, and I love myself enough to not let myself be around people who not embracing the truth. It is what it is. But peace, y'all.